guys, welcome back to Football Stand. And yes, round of 16 draw has been done. Surprise, Man City got an easy draw once again. I think everyone knew that. Let's start with Man City right now. Man City is taking on Leipzig, and let's be real, Man City are one of my favorites to win the thing. Obviously, his thing though, they always find a way to fuck it up, but obviously I can't see a world in which they lose against Leipzig. They are pretty decent lineup, pretty great lineup. The last season I said one thing is missing from Man City, and that's a goal scorer, and now they have signed Haaland, and I feel like Haaland is going to show the quality in terms of big games where there's you get one or two chances, and usually you have to whip in a crosses, and that's how you create chances and score goals. So Haaland is going to be really influential, and because of that, Man City are my favorites to win this thing together. Considering the favorites, like, not favorites but good teams like Liverpool, Real are playing together, PSG, Bayern are playing together. Who has the easiest route and will get the easy route in future as well? It's gonna be Man City. Now obviously it's Man City whether they want to choke or not. So but I feel like the Man City are my favorites for sure, without a doubt, man. And Benfica versus Club Brugge have done amazingly well, but the way Benfica has played, they have topped the group. It's insane what they have done. So for me, Benfica for sure. With Liverpool versus Real Madrid now, wow. Think about this, round of 16, and the final games is going to be repeated. This game has a lot of history in the last couple of years in the Champions League, and now it is being done in the round of 16. It's insane. So in quarterfinals, I feel like I don't know who's gonna lose in this game. It's so hard. I feel like you gotta have to choose Real Madrid just because of the fact that Real Madrid are better right now. Liverpool are struggling. Liverpool are. When I look at Liverpool, it's like Liverpool are not motivated enough. The problem is this though. When Liverpool are motivated enough, they beat any team. They beat Man City, they beat Napoli in the second tie. When they were motivated enough, when they knew that they had to do it, right? So when Liverpool are forced into a situation when they have to do it and they full focus on that game, I feel like this Liverpool team can turn up, and that's why this game is not as easy it sounds right now. Right now people will think, oh, Real Madrid are winning this game easily because, oh, look at Liverpool right now. But that's not how it is. And considering that they will be, these games will be played in the early February, around Valentine's Day, it's going to be hard because the winter transfer window will also dictate how these will go, right? And on top of that, you need to understand this as well, that there will be a lot of injuries, and if something happens to Karim Benzema, since Ancelotti have said that he will not sign any striker, I'm not sure if Karim Benzema is not playing in this game. I think Liverpool is winning it, but it's so hard. I will go for Real Madrid. I will go for Real Madrid. They are overall better right now. They are a better team right now. They have a better striker right now. They are overall it clicks, and with Real Madrid playing amazingly well in the La Liga as well, I feel like I think this is an opportunity for basically it's an opportunity for Liverpool to show knock out the reigning champions and win, kind of get a revenge. But revenge has been said for so long by Mo Salah as well. So let's see what's gonna happen. But I personally feel like Real Madrid is gonna take it right now. If you look at it, obviously if things remains the same, I think I'm gonna go for Real Madrid, right? In the Milan Tottenham game, I would say this is a good game as well because Tottenham is struggling. Milan is not a good team as well. I feel like Tottenham's gonna take it. Yeah, and I know people like, oh, you're a United fan, oh, you're a Premier League fan, so you are saying that, but I think Tottenham's gonna take it. I think Tottenham is pretty decent if Son comes back, which he can, to be honest. And I don't know, with Conte, obviously he fucks it up, but in the Champions League, but I still believe that Tottenham should do it. In the Frankfurt Napoli game, it's gonna be a banger, but Napoli every fucking day. Napoli this season have been so fucking phenomenal, man. I personally thought, this season Napoli would not be good with the amount of changes, things going on, Napoli, I was like, no way Napoli is gonna do some damage this season. But the way they have played against Ajax, the way they destroyed Liverpool, the way they have been playing in Serie A as well, losing only one game till now against Liverpool as well, I think it's insane what they have done, and have a lot of respect for them. Osimhen has been playing fucking insane as well, and I would go for a Napoli victory against Frankfurt, even though I like Frankfurt and I think they deserve a lot of respect. Now comes a good draw in BV vs Chelsea game. Now here's the thing, I don't think that any of these teams are great. Both of the teams are good, they have good names behind them, but they are not great teams, I would say that. BV vs Chelsea, I don't know what to basically make of this game. I don't think so Chelsea is a good team. Whereas for BV, you can't touch BV as well. They are two completely different teams. Chelsea, a defensive team which will not score goals at all, which will only try to keep clean sheet, and the goals they score will not be from the attackers. They only score goals from set pieces. Whereas this team like BVB, who only focus on attack, but have shown amazing defensive qualities against Man City in the Champions League as well. And because of that particular thing, I'm gonna go for BVB. Obviously, remember this, the transfer window can change a lot. Now, if Chelsea goes in the transfer window and buy quality players in attack, then Chelsea gonna win this game. Porto was an Inter Milan game. I mean, this is a good draw as well. I think it's an underrated draw for sure. But I gotta go with Inter, right? I gotta go with Inter, even though Porto has, again, done amazing things in this season. I gotta go with Inter. Inter has been better. The Inter have amazing quality as well. I think I would go for Inter in this case, even though I feel like Porto deserve the respect, because I didn't give them in the round of in the group stage, and yeah, they showed me, they proved me wrong, and yeah, look at them, they're in the round of 16 and quarterfinals. It's going to be insane. So I'm going with Inter though. I'm still going with Inter. I think Inter will go through in the next stage. Now comes the biggest draw. One of the biggest draw alongside Liverpool is Real Madrid. Obviously, Real Madrid was semi-finalists of the last season, so that's why it's a big name draw. But PSG, Bayern Munich. Now, here's the thing. For me, it was maybe this season PSG can do it. Maybe this season, new manager, they look good. Some games they look subpar. In other games they look, oh my god, phenomenal. They fucked up big time by finishing second, okay? They have no one to blame. They have no one to blame apart from themselves. They can say, oh, why we got a harder draw? But you didn't finish first. Bayern Munich versus PSG is the finals of 2020. In that time, Bayern came at the top, but Lewandowski was there. Now PSG have Messi as well. Messi is looking good, in the system. PSG overall is looking good. If you ask me on paper who's better, PSG every fucking day. I didn't trust Bayern Munich in this season at all. I have said it so many times. Bayern, I don't think so. They are the favorites of the Champions League. A lot of people saying, oh, they are the favorites of the Champions League, one of the favorites, right? I'm like, yeah, they are great, they are amazing, but they don't have a proper striker. And yes, they are scoring amazing goals, but they are scoring goals against sub-tier teams. Against top-tier teams, they are having a hard time converting the chances. They have a hard time scoring goals. I don't see Mane, Sane being good enough to score goals against PSG and destroy them. If Mbappe comes up, I don't know if Bayern can hold him down. I'm going with a PSG victory, and you know what? Bring on the hate. I don't care. I feel like I'm understandable. If you think Bayern wins it, understandable, completely understandable. But I don't know, man. Oh my god, this game is so 50-50, bro. Like I'm thinking of saying PSG, but then I'm like, oh, but which PSG turns up? Because we know from a Bayern perspective, we know, every fan know that Bayern, we expect what they will offer. They have a consistency. With PSG, it's like, which PSG will turn up? Is it the chokers PSG, or is it the PSG that we think can do it? Last time they fucked up against Real Madrid in a game that they should have completely win it, right? Easily win it. So it's like they can choke it once again. They have a habit of doing that. And playing against Bayern, one of the most experienced teams in the Champions League as well, I still go with PSG. I think this is the time that they will beat amazing team in Bayern Munich and maybe can do the unthinkable for a lot of football fans, right? I think they can do the unthinkable, but I think the transfer window of Bayern Munich will actually decide as well. If they sign a striker, I think Bayern wins it. But as of now, I think PSG wins it, and that is my predictions. It's gonna be insane. What a Champions League draw. Kind of weird, kind of irritating as well, because some of the easier draws, but then there are draws like Liverpool versus Real Madrid and PSG versus Bayern Munich. Amazing. And the big name teams, some of the big name teams have dropped to Europa League, so that's gonna be insane as well. I would be excited. Okay, tell me your predictions of this draw as well. What do you think? So who's gonna take it? The whole thing. I feel like this is the season. Man City or PSG takes it. I have a hate to say it, but Man City have a good chance. Have a good chance with Haaland. Hopefully they don't, but they have one of the favorites, man.